Hi kids, I'm Nick Bruel. This is Bad Kitty, who's being herself today. So anyway, I just want to welcome you back to school. It's your first day of school. You're going to have a great time, nothing but good times ahead. And it reminds me of a story about my very first day of school. I mean my first day of first grade back when I was a little kid. It was not an easy day. I was sitting there reading my book when all of a sudden this sort of something very wet and strange landed on top of my book while I'm reading. And I look around, I was like, where'd that come from? Then it happened again. Something else wet and strange landed right in the middle of my book. As it turns out, there were three kids who were testing out the new kid. They were Davy, David, and Matthew. I remember them. I won't give you their full names because that wouldn't be right. But they were spitting. They were sending little loogies my way that were landing on top of my book. And this was outrageous. This was terrible. I was looking around to see if the teacher was seeing all this, and she wasn't. I didn't know what to do. So I did what came naturally. I spat back at them. Turns out that was the exact moment, of course, when the teacher turned around and saw what I did. This wasn't a fight that I started. This wasn't my problem, but that didn't stop her. She sent me and Davy, not the other two, the worst offenders, to the principal's office. So you have to think about this. This is my very first day of first grade, and I'm sent to the principal's office. My principal was a very nice man named Mr. Seeger, and he sat us down, and he said, well, boys, what you did was wrong, and I want you to understand that this is a sort of behavior that you can't do in school. And I don't really remember exactly what he said, because on his desk there was this enormous bowl of candy, every imaginable color you can think of. And Davy and I were just staring at the candy the entire time that Mr. Seeger was speaking to us. And when it was over, his last words to us were, well, boys, I'm going to send you back to the classroom. I hope you learned your lessons. Would you like a candy on your way back? And oh yeah, we said yes. And so Davy and I both walked back into that classroom with a big, hard candy in our mouths that we were sucking on and having a good time. Anyway, you know what? Davy, David, and Matthew, we were actually still friends to this day. Kids, enjoy school. You're going to have a fun time. Nothing but good days ahead of you. I'll see you soon.